Welcome back to Xbox Corner, my name's Luke, and today on the channel we're taking a look at what we expect is the final batch of Game Pass titles for August 2021. Now if you missed our coverage on any of the previous games, then you'll find links to our other August Game Pass videos in the description box below, but today we have 5 new games to announce which all look pretty sweet, and as always I'm going to be providing you with a bit of spiel on each of them. So don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to stay up to date with our latest deals, reviews and Game Pass videos, and let's get started. So our first new Game Pass edition is 12 Minutes, and it comes to us from Portuguese developer Luis Antonio and publisher Annapurna Interactive. Now the game is an interactive thriller whose storyline focuses around a man trapped in a 12-minute time loop which begins shortly after he arrives home and plans to have a romantic evening with his wife. Romance turns to tragedy though, as a policeman arrives at your apartment, accuses your wife of murder, and then attacks you, knocking you out before accidentally killing your wife. Time then returns to 12 minutes prior to the incident, which then plays out repeatedly, but with each cycle you then have 12 minutes in real time to use the knowledge that you gain to change the outcome of the event in the hopes of eventually breaking the loop. Now gameplay is experienced from a top-down perspective and it takes place entirely within your apartment. Similar to a point-and-click adventure game, you're able to interact with different objects and combine them together, and there were hints that progression through the game could be different depending on the player's actions. Now the developer has specifically stated that 12 Minutes is not a game, it's an interactive thriller, and it's been described as combining the dreamlike tension of The Shining with the claustrophobia of Rear Window and the fragmented structure of Memento. It also features some pretty big names doing the voice acting, including Willem Dafoe, Daisy Ridley and James McAvoy, and I personally am really looking forward to getting stuck into this one. So our second new Game Pass title today is Recompile, and this is another Day 1 release which has me pretty intrigued. It's advertised as a Metroidvania inspired hacking adventure in which you control a semi-sapient program struggling against deletion, or to put it another way, you play as a fella made of glowing pixels who lives inside the digital landscape of a computer mainframe which is preparing for reconfiguration. Now as you delve into this non-linear adventure, you can expect plenty of platforming and puzzle elements, as well as some fierce confrontations with the mainframe's hostile inhabitants. Combat in the game appears to be fast-paced and frantic, and it seems to combine third-person shooting with dash maneuvers and some kind of Sonic Adventure-style spin attack. Now hidden amongst the mainframe's neon-infused ruins you'll find plenty of secrets, as you strive to uncover the truth about the purpose of the mainframe and its AI overlord, the Hyper Advisor, and the skills and abilities you gain will allow you to repair broken systems, restore lost data, and hack the mainframe, tampering with locks, force fields, elevators, and even the system's inhabitants. Now it goes without saying that Recompile also looks visually stunning, and I'll definitely be setting some time aside to give this one a blast myself. So last month saw the removal of Train Sim World from Game Pass, but Locomotive fans need not despair as its sequel Train Sim World 2 is now available. Hailed as the evolution of train simulation, the game features authentic replications of iconic trains and stations, and it lets you explore famous routes and locations such as the London Underground, the high-speed German Intercity line, and the steep slopes of America's sand-pitch grade lines. The new scenario planner also allows you to design your own custom routes, and if you've ever wanted to drive your own personalised train, the game's livery designer provides an easy to use tool, allowing you to craft both simple and complex designs for them. Now I personally have never really been into trains, but if you are, then this one seems like the Microsoft Flight Simulator of the train world. It has a wide variety of trains for you to drive around in, from high-speed bullet trains to powerful freight movers, and just like Flight Simulator, there's also a ton of paid content should you find yourself with deep pockets and lusting for more locomotives. Lastly, the game's also sporting some sweet visuals with all of the trains looking all train-like and sexy, and rumour has it that if this video gets 500 likes, Alex is going to dress up in a train conductor's uniform and livestream the game for your viewing pleasure. So our third day one release title comes in the form of Psychonauts 2, a quirky platform adventure game which once again sees you taking control of Raz, a newly graduated psychonaut with the ability to enter and explore the mind of others. Now the game's storyline picks up after the rescue of head psychonaut Truman Zanotto, with Raz and the team returning to Psychonauts HQ to discover some unorthodox changes made in their absence. Sinister things are also afoot, with some double agents having infiltrated the headquarters, and Raz embarks on an epic quest to defeat a murderous psychic villain. Now the cinematic art direction in this one looks absolutely fantastic, and each mind that Raz enters features its own uniquely strange environments, platforming mechanics and puzzles for you to solve, and you'll also be battling the inner demons of both friends and foes, using a wide variety of customizable psychic powers. Now I never actually got to play the first Psychonauts, but since its release, which was actually considered a commercial failure, the title has gained a cult following, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of fans eager to dive into its sequel. For me, the real draw of the game though has to be its weirdness, and it looks to have plenty of humour mixed in with its dramatic storyline, so I may very well have to give this one a go. Psychonauts 2 hits Game Pass on the 25th of August, and if like me you're a fan of the weird and wonderful, then you should definitely consider checking it out. So our final title in this roundup is the graphical adventure puzzle game Myst. Formerly an Oculus Quest exclusive, Myst is a remake of the critically acclaimed 1993 title of the same name, and it features all new artwork, sound design, interactions, and optional puzzle randomization which adds a little extra challenge and more replayability. Now if you've never heard of Myst, the game's story follows an explorer who has the ability to write books which serve as links to other worlds. One such book sees you transported to the mysterious Myst Island and its interconnected worlds called Ages, and as you explore these areas and solve the various puzzles that you encounter, you'll unravel the mysteries of the island, begin to understand what connects it to the Ages, and learn more about the key role that you're playing in an ending which is yet to be written. Now if all that sounds just a little bit cryptic, then let's just say that's a little taster of what you can expect from the game. Its puzzles can be reasonably tricky, and its old school approach to them means no hand-holding, which can be pretty frustrating at times, but fans of the genre will no doubt enjoy the challenge. Myst is due to release on Game Pass on the 26th of August, and if you're looking for a classic puzzle adventure game, then it's well worth a play. And so that just about does it for this roundup, but I'll be back in a week or two to cover off the 1st of September's Game Pass titles. In the meantime, you may want to check out our August edition of Leaving Game Pass to see which games will be dropping off the service at the end of the month, but we'll also have plenty of other content to offer, including a detailed review of the upcoming turn-based tactical RPG, King's Bounty 2. With that though, make sure to subscribe to keep up to date with our latest reviews, deals and Game Pass content, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks everyone, take care.